Have you ever noticed that the biggest changes in our lives rarely happen all at once? More often, they happen little by little. A bad decision here, a compromise there, and before we know it, we've lost things we never intended to lose. Let me share a story. Flora had everything life could offer: a loving family, a roof over her head, good grades, and a close relationship with God. She was grateful for the life she had and the values she had been raised with. One day, she met a girl named Ella, whose life was the complete opposite of hers, and they quickly became friends. Ella often skipped classes, stayed out late, surrounded herself with friends of questionable character, and believed that rules were meant to be broken. Despite their differences, they shared many interests, and their friendship grew stronger. At first, Flora was uncomfortable with some of Ella's habits and the people she spent time with. Deep down, she knew they weren't right. But she ignored the warning signs, telling herself, what's the worst that could happen? They spoke about it once or twice, but never seriously enough to make a difference. Days turned into months and months into years. Little by little, Flora began accepting the lifestyle she had once questioned. The things that once troubled her no longer seemed wrong. Without realizing it, she started making choices she had once promised herself she never would. Life didn't change overnight. Instead, it kept subtracting. It subtracted her convictions, then her peace. It strained her relationship with her family and slowly distanced her from God. Meanwhile, Ella began to reflect on her own life. She realized the path she was on would only lead to regret, so she made the difficult decision to change. She tried to warn her about the consequences of the choices they had been making, but Flora had become so comfortable with her new lifestyle that she refused to listen. The advice she once would have welcomed now sounded like criticism. Eventually, the friendship came to an end. The truth is, life rarely takes everything from us at once. It subtracts little by little our values, our peace, our relationships, and sometimes even our faith. That's why we must be careful about the people we allow to influence us, because every compromise costs something, even when we don't notice it at first.
Thank you for listening to the story. Follow Youth Consciousness for more inspiring stories and content.